This is going to be a day of free workshops, activities, discussions.
Each exercise is going to be 30 seconds on and then a 20 seconds rest. And we're going to include obviously a little bit of a warm up and a little bit of a cool down as well.
I think we need people to know that feelings of depression doesn't mean that they've got a problem that can't be helped. It doesn't mean that they're ill or need medication.
I didn't want the stigma based around it. Back then I was a well-known DJ. I was doing the radio. I was doing pirate radio and all this kind of stuff. Do you get what I mean? So everyone's looking up to you like you're some sort of hero.
I was suffering from anxiety difficulties back when I was at primary school, but it just wasn't picked up on. I was suffering from kind of sickness every day, and the doctors kept kind of looking at, oh, is it irritable bowel syndrome? You know, have you got a food intolerance? And it just wasn't picked up that actually I was struggling. I was anxious back then.
Let's see who they meet next. So Sammy the Sea Squirt meets Caleb the Crab. And Caleb the Crab says, my brain, it can choose to slow down or rush. But if I don't move, my brain turns to mush.
If you wanted to keep it more natural, perhaps a fairy garden might be nice. Something brown, bring in some leaves and twigs and all sorts of things from outside and see how you want to explore those. I'm sure that will keep them occupied for quite a few minutes.
So you've probably heard, a lot of people have probably heard of something called serotonin. Now, serotonin is what we call a neurotransmitter, and it's a chemical that sort of travels around your body, around your brain chiefly, and when that gets released, that tells the brain whether to be active or whether to be asleep.
They lacked confidence when they asked us to start supporting by telephone. They weren't keen, they really liked the face-to-face, but they can now see just how this has benefited families during lockdown and feel more confident themselves.
You know, if you're homeschooling or you've got vulnerable friends and relatives to look after, then just give people the opportunity to work whenever they like during the 24 hours, gave them a sense of control, and again, help their sense of well-being.
You know, be curious about your children. If something doesn't look right or something doesn't feel right and something doesn't sound right, question it.
So for this one, we're going to sit slightly forward on our chair, palms on our thighs, and then we're just going to rotate round, lifting our left hip off of the chair slightly.